Do you ever feel like you're putting in the work, but you're not seeing any of the results? About 2 years post-op of me having the gastric sleeve surgery, I was finally able to start eating normal, but I was still snacking. So before, I wouldn't be able to eat my whole meal, so I would kind of snack in between. So it kind of equaled out the calories. But now I was having a full meal on top of eating all my snacks and stuff, and that made the calories start adding up. I always justified it by saying, like, I work out all the time, I play basketball. In about a year span, I ended up gaining about 30 plus pounds. So over the last 90 days, I've tried to lose about 50 pounds of body fat. So the first month started out kind of crappy, to be honest. I worked out every single day, but I was only doing 2 compound movements a day. So it ended up being like 15 to 20 minutes a day. I definitely realized that I was not as strong as I thought I was. Even though I worked out like 2 or 3 times a week before this, I never really pushed myself. It was kind of just going with the weight. The program that I started out using was called MAPS 15. It's by the guys over at Mind Pump. I started paying attention to my calories, not necessarily tracking them. I was kind of just seeing where I was eating, and I was grossly under eating protein. I should be eating about 200 to 220 grams of protein, and I was only getting about 100 grams of protein a day when I wasn't actively tracking to see where I was going. I took a picture at the beginning of the challenge. I think it was actually like a weekend of the challenge. I took one at the end of the month, and to me, the difference looked crazy because I was like, I look and I feel tighter in that 1 month, but my weight was, I was heavier. The 1 month results were I had gained 6 pounds of lean body mass from the last time that I had taken like a DEXA scan. The DEXA scan was probably like 6 months before that, so I knew I probably hadn't changed that much. I started at 186 pounds of lean body mass, and I had actually gained 6 pounds of lean body mass. So month 2 was probably my hardest month because I started tracking my calories. I actually increased my calories to about 4,000. I did that slowly. I did it over a few weeks, and my whole family ended up getting sick. So this is during Thanksgiving. We got the whole family sickness on top of the eating the foods and stuff. So my whole goal during this time was just to build. So what I did was I did a 2-week mini cut before Thanksgiving. And then I actually increased my calories again and then tried to go for like PRs. I ended up hitting 315 on the bench for 2 reps. And then I hit all the weights that I have for the deadlift, which was 370 pounds. I did it for 3 reps. So the month 2 results were I gained 4 pounds of lean body mass and I lost 4 pounds of fat. So I ended up staying the exact same weight, but lost body fat and ended up doing that. Again, mind you, this is over the Thanksgiving and through family sicknesses. So I wasn't able to get the best sleep, and I also was eating a lot more. Month 3, which was actually the second month of MAPS performance, I ended up taking a week off because I was super duper tired. I think I was overtrained, and that program is a lot, and the second month is a lot of higher reps. So I was just tired, especially from playing basketball, doing the workouts, and then trying to in a cut. I just didn't have that much energy. So I ended up taking a week off. Just a different type of sore. When you're used to doing low reps and then you go to a higher rep, it just is a different type of sore. So the results of my 90-day fitness challenge are in. When I started, my muscle mass was 186 pounds. My fat mass was 111 pounds. And at the end of the 90-day challenge, my muscle mass was at 200 pounds. My fat mass was at 97 pounds. So my weight actually stayed the exact same, but I lost 15 pounds of pure body fat. During this 90-day challenge, there's a couple things that I learned. I learned that you don't have to murder yourself in the gym for hours and hours. Most days I only worked out for about 15 to 30 minutes. Also, during the last 90 days has been probably one of the only times in my life where my weight has not fluctuated up or down super rapidly. Like when I was losing weight the first time, my weight would just drop, and then I would plateau. This was one of the only times where my weight didn't fluctuate more than about 4 or 5 pounds either direction, even though I lost 15 pounds of body fat. When playing basketball, I've been more explosive, able to jump higher, and just overall had more energy than I've had almost ever before. And one of the craziest things about this entire challenge is I did it over 2 of the biggest eating holidays of the year. I never restricted myself really. I would make sure that I hit my protein goals, and then when I was on my bulks, my mini bulks, when I would push the calories up, I would eat, but I would make good protein decisions, but I would still be able to eat those things with my family and have popcorn and all this other stuff. And also my family was sick. I have 2 children. I have a 5-year-old and I have a 1-year-old. When they're sick, we don't get sleep. So that was not having the most optimal sleep as well, on top of doing this challenge and being in the calorie restriction and all this other stuff. It's actually pretty insane that I lost 15 pounds of pure body fat. And don't get it wrong, we are not stopping this train anytime soon. I'm gonna be 34 in May. I want you guys to know, it just goes to show that if you wanna live long, you gotta be strong, baby. Peace, guys.